What up, Curious Sips? Despite the fact that pretty much everyone thought that the real feud in the royal family was between Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle, it seems like the actual royal rift is between Prince William and Prince Harry. And there's a book that is about to be published soon which will tell you all about the fight between Harry and William. I know, if you guys are as shocked as me, hit the bell and the subscription button and watch this video till the very end to find out about the royal tea. So yeah, you guys like that royal tea bit, don't you? Let's get back to the real issue, Prince William and Prince Harry's feud. Let's see when all this started. And to get to the beginning, we need to go back to November of 2018 when the rumors of Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton beef started. So after it was announced that Prince Harry and Meghan would be moving into Frogmore Cottage, there were reports suggesting that the real reason behind it was the tension between Kate and Meghan. The Telegraph reported that Kate Middleton cried during a fitting for Prince Charlotte's bridesmaid's dress with Meghan Markle, and the reason was unclear, and people suggested maybe it was post-baby emotional reaction, but some could not stop blaming Meghan for it. And the Telegraph even noted that Prince William, Kate, Prince Harry, and Meghan left Prince Charles' 70th birthday party pretty early. Dun 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 dun. Later it was revealed that it was actually Harry and William who had been having a feud, not Kate and Meghan. So the royal reporter Katie Nichol revealed that Harry felt William wasn't rolling out the red carpet for Meghan and told him so, and they had a bit of a fallout which was only resolved when Charles stepped in and asked William to make an effort. That's when the Cambridges invited the Sussexes to spend Christmas with them. The reality is that the Sussexes and Cambridges spent Christmas together, but there was something wrong. A video of them was revealed in which William seemingly was ignoring Meghan during the walk, and she was trying to talk to him but was focused on adjusting his scarf instead. Then in February of 2019, the Kate vs. Meghan Princesses at War documentary was released, and in it, Katie Nichol talked about how William was quite concerned that Harry and Meghan's relationship had moved so quickly. So to give him brotherly advice, he said, "This seems to be moving quickly. Are you sure?" But of course it just riled Harry. And Harry is hugely protective of Meghan, so he saw that as criticism and interpreted that as his brother not really being behind his marriage and his union with her. And since then, things haven't been quite right. According to a royal biographer, Lady Colin Campbell, the person who is to blame here is Meghan and Harry. Apparently, Harry is completely begilded by Meghan and completely enthralled to her and has changed considerably. And there was also a quote from the Sun's royal correspondent Emily Andrews in the documentary saying that Harry was ballistic and said, "You're trying to wreck this relationship before it's even started." Then, in March of 2019, royal filmmaker Nick Bullen confirmed that the fight was never between Meghan and Kate, but it was between Prince William and Prince Harry. And even though Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth II were working really hard to make sure everybody reunited, but they were unsuccessful, and that was probably the moment when everything became public about their feud. Later, in April, the brothers attended an Easter service, but they did not talk to each other at all. This was the first Easter service Harry attended in years, and since he was a child, People magazine revealed that Harry was seen talking to his cousin and exchanging pleasantries with Kate, but did not say anything to William. But then it seemed like in May, Harry decided to extend an olive branch and invite William and Kate to their new home, Frogmore Cottage at Windsor, and they had tea and chatted around 30 minutes. Apparently, Kate was the one who urged Harry to do this because she was actually aware of the importance of William and Harry getting along, not just because of the perception, but their collective responsibility to the monarchy as a whole. Right when it seemed like things were going right, in June of 2019, Meghan and Harry announced that they officially split from the joint charity they shared with Kate and William. The statement read like this: "The Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has today announced their conclusions of a review into its structure and how it will best support their Royal Highness with the future charitable activity." Later this year, the Royal Foundation will become the principal charitable and philanthropic vehicle for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will establish their own charitable foundation with transitional operating support from the Royal Foundation. And in addition, both couples will continue to work together on projects in the future, including on the Foundation's mental health programs, Heads Together. In the same month, Nicole told ET about how at one point, William and Harry were not talking to each other. However, it was also mentioned that at the arrival of Archie, it helped everything improve and that William was over the moon that his brother has become a dad. They even shared a picture of them all together at Archie's christening, which made things worse. There was something wrong with William's face in that picture. He seemed pretty unhappy about being there, and you can imagine what came after that. People started talking about it and the Daily Mail got a body language expert to comment on it as well. And this is what she had to say. William's pose behind Kate looks harder to fathom out as it seems to show the prince in the nightclub bouncer mode. The fig leaf hand gesture, the head tilt, and rather evaluating facial expression and knowing smile all bear the hallmarks of a man who won't let you into the venue until you produce some kind of ID. And Harry's chosen shot of his brother at his wedding did seem to make William look oddly furtive behind him, so perhaps there's a theme emerging here. And the contrast with the proudly beaming Charles and Doria is acute, but again it could reflect a moment of quiet, contemplative sibling pleasure for William, although it might be interesting to see if he was grinning happily in any of the shots that Harry rejected. But that's not the end of the story. Us Weekly also published an article saying that William and Kate weren't happy about Meghan and Harry's decision to keep the christening private, and that William thinks that his brother is going overboard keeping Archie out of the spotlight. And who were they for blaming all of this? Of course, Meghan Markle. But soon, they decided to put their differences aside and attend their mother's anniversary together on August 31st. And the brothers got together and shared a little memories that they had from their mom and had a little bit of a sibling bonding situation. Things seemed to be going well between the brothers until October of 2019, and then Harry broke the internet by confessing that he was not on good terms with William. In an ITV documentary, Harry and Meghan, An African Journey, two things were said that shook the world. The first thing was that Meghan was talking about how she really tried to adopt this British sensibility of being a stiff upper lip, and she couldn't. And the other one was when Prince Harry commented on his relationship with Prince William. When Harry was asked about the rumored rift with his brother, he said, "Part of this role and part of this job and this family, being under the pressure that it's under, inevitably, stuff happens. But look, we're brothers, we'll always be brothers, and we're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I'll always be there for him, as I know he'll always be there for me. We don't see each other as much as we used to because we're so busy, but I love him dearly. The majority of the stuff and in the press is created out of nothing, but as brothers, you have good days and you have bad days." Apparently, according to Us Weekly, Kate wasn't so happy with the whole rift either. She hoped that the brothers eventually work on their problems and become close just like before. Phil Dampier, royal expert, said that behind the scenes, Kate is doing her best to bring everyone together and help Meghan, and none of them want to let the Queen down, so Kate is trying to patch things up in private. She has reached out to Meghan and spoken to her on the phone, and Kate feels sorry for her and knows that Meghan is struggling. Despite Kate's effort, it seemed like their bond was getting weaker and weaker until this year's Christmas, when Meghan and Harry said that they would be spending the holiday with Meghan's mom, Doria Raglan. And even though they announced that the decision was in line with the precedent set previously by other members of the royal family and had the support of Her Majesty the Queen, people did not buy any of that. Basically, everyone believed that the reason for this is the feud between William and Harry, and there were even rumors suggesting the fact that William is going to be the future king and is causing some kind of competitiveness between him and Harry, and that it had already put a rock in the relationship. So things were not going well, and everything got even worse when in January of 2020, Meghan and Harry announced that they were going to step back from their senior royal duties. Apparently, William had no idea about the decision, and he was just as shocked as we were. Though we honestly were not that surprised. We saw this coming, but you get my point. Rumors had it that he was blindsided by Harry and Meghan's decision and the statement. And this was just a sad moment for him because when they were younger, Harry would go to William first whenever he had any big news to share. Oh, and it didn't help that they announced their departure right before Kate's birthday. Of course, after all this drama, things got completely out of control, and so the spokespeople of Prince William and Prince Harry released a joint statement saying, despite clear denials, a false story ran in the UK newspaper today speculating about the relationship between the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of Cambridge. For brothers who care so deeply about the issues surrounding mental health, the use of inflammatory language in this way is offensive and potentially harmful. So yeah, after all of this, the media kinda stopped talking about the rift between the brothers until the book happened. So I know that this biographer, Robert Lacey, is going to publish a book called Battle of the Brothers, William and Harry, The Friendship and the Feuds. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, the book is going to address how the two brothers' relationship has been impacted by their wives Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle. It's also going to shed more light on Harry and Meghan's decision to step down from their royal duties. And there's not much said about the book, but we know that it's going to be released on October 20th of 2020. And we will wait for that to give you more details on it. So what do you guys think about the feud between William and Harry? Do you think that Meghan is to blame for all of this? Maybe Kate? I don't think so. But please, tell me your opinion in the comments, and remember to like, share, and become part of our Curious Tips family by subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to check out our Instagram account. See you guys next time.